Hey, football fans! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got an exciting topic to dive into: the future of the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. The team made some bold and strategic moves in the 2024 NFL Draft, and these decisions could have a massive impact on their success moving forward. So, in this video, we're going to focus on two key names that could shape the Cowboys offensive line for years to come: Guyton and Beebe. We're going to break down how these two rookies could play pivotal roles and what changes we might see as we head into the 2025 season. It's a fascinating story of adaptation, growth, and some very interesting decisions to make. To kick things off, let's talk about the 2024 NFL Draft. The Dallas Cowboys initially had the 24th overall pick in the first round, which is a solid position to be in. It's prime real estate, and you're expecting to land a significant player. But the Cowboys, as we've seen them do in the past, were thinking strategically. Instead of sticking at number 24, they decided to trade down, moving back to number 29, while also adding an extra third-round pick, the 73rd overall. This was a move that not only allowed them to pick up more assets, but also gave them the flexibility to address a critical need on the team: the offensive line. With the 29th pick, they selected Guyton, an offensive tackle out of Oklahoma. Standing at an imposing 6'7" and weighing 330 pounds, Guyton is a physical specimen who brings the type of size and power that could be an anchor on the Cowboys line for years to come. This pick is a long-term play for the Cowboys. Although Guyton may need some time to develop, his physical tools are undeniable. The team is betting on his potential to eventually become a top-tier tackle. But the offensive line overhaul didn't stop with Guyton. At number 73, the Cowboys took another step by selecting Beebe, a guard from Kansas State. Beebe was known for his strong play as a guard in college, but Dallas had other plans for him right off the bat. This wasn't just a simple pick to bolster the depth of the line. No, the Cowboys asked Beebe to make a significant transition, and that's where things get interesting. When Beebe was drafted, most people anticipated that he would play guard. After all, that's where he made his name at Kansas State. However, the Cowboys had other ideas. They decided to shift Beebe into a completely new position: center. Now, making a position change in the NFL is no small feat, especially when you're moving from a position like guard to center. The two positions are fundamentally different in terms of responsibilities. As a center, Beebe would not only need to handle the ball every snap, but he would also have to take on the crucial role of a communicator, helping to identify defensive fronts, make line calls, and keep the offensive line organized. Despite the challenges, Beebe rose to the occasion. He impressed the Cowboys coaching staff with his ability to adapt to the new role. By the end of his rookie year, it was clear that Beebe was showing signs of being a legitimate starting caliber player at center. For a rookie to come in and handle such a major transition so smoothly is a testament to his work ethic and his football IQ. Dallas might have asked him to make the switch, but Beebe was more than capable of handling it. His success in his first year made the Cowboys feel confident in their decision to move him into that center position. But now, as we look ahead to year 2, it seems like the story isn't over for Beebe. There are rumblings that Dallas might ask him to make yet another adjustment. With Zack Martin, the heart and soul of the Cowboys offensive line, officially retiring, the Cowboys are facing the difficult task of replacing one of the best guards to ever play the game. For years, Martin has been a cornerstone of the Cowboys line, and his leadership and ability on the field will be sorely missed. But what does this mean for Beebe? According to reports from David Moore of the Dallas Morning News, there's a possibility that Beebe could be moved back to his natural position at guard to fill the massive void left by Martin. This would be a big change, as Beebe had been settling into his role at center, but given his success at guard in college and the need to replace Martin, it could be the best option for the Cowboys. It's not an easy decision to replace a player of Martin's caliber. The Cowboys would be looking for someone who could not only match his level of play but perhaps even elevate the performance of the line to a new level. Beebe has the tools. He was a standout guard at Kansas State, and with the added benefit of having worked under current Cowboys offensive line coach Connor Riley during his college days, Beebe is familiar with the system and could transition back to guard more smoothly than most would expect. Let's not forget about Brock Hoffman, another player who could have a big role in the Cowboys' offensive line decisions for 2025. Hoffman, who is currently a free agent, actually filled in for Zack Martin during the 2024 season when Martin was placed on injured reserve. Hoffman showed that he could step up in a major way, and with experience at both center and guard, he's certainly a versatile option. The real question is whether Hoffman will be re-signed by the Cowboys. If he is, he could be in line to start at center, especially considering his experience at the position and his ability to perform when called upon. This would put the Cowboys in a tricky situation, as they'd have to decide whether Beebe's future is at guard or center, and whether Hoffman should start at center or if Beebe should get another shot there. It's a good problem to have, but it's a problem nonetheless. At the end of the day, it's clear that Hoffman's experience at center and guard makes him a valuable piece of the puzzle, and Dallas would be wise to keep him on the roster if possible. However, if the team believes Beebe is a better fit at guard, they'll have to make the tough decision about whether Hoffman should take over as the starting center. It's an interesting dilemma that will likely play out over the course of the offseason and into training camp. Now, with all these moving parts, it's clear that the Dallas Cowboys need to explore every possible option to ensure their offensive line is ready to protect Dak Prescott and open up lanes for the running game. The offensive line is one of the most important units on the team, and if it doesn't perform at a high level, the entire offense will suffer. So, whether it's Guyton eventually becoming the starting tackle, Beebe replacing Zack Martin at guard, or Hoffman taking over at center, the Cowboys have to get this decision right. It's a delicate balancing act, but the good news is that the Cowboys have plenty of talent to work with. Whether it's Beebe, Guyton, or Hoffman, Dallas has players with the potential to step up and fill the gaps. The key will be finding the right combination of players and positions that work best for their system. The Cowboys front office has always been one to think ahead, and this draft strategy is no different. Moving down in the first round to gather more assets, and then selecting both Guyton and Beebe shows that they are committed to building for the future. But as we've seen, building a successful offensive line requires more than just talent. It takes careful planning, experimentation, and a bit of good fortune. So, what could the potential impact of all these changes be for the Cowboys in 2025? Well, if Beebe does indeed move to guard and becomes the new starting replacement for Zack Martin, the team will need him to not just maintain, but elevate the play of that position. Zack Martin's retirement leaves a huge void, and it will take a player with Beebe's skill set to fill it. But beyond just Beebe, the development of Tyler Guyton at tackle and Brock Hoffman's potential to step into the center role could give the Cowboys' offensive line an entirely new look. These changes, if successful, would make the line even more dynamic and could provide the stability Dallas needs to make a deep playoff run. So, as we wrap up, the future of the Cowboys' offensive line is full of possibilities. The team has a lot of decisions to make, and the moves they make now will have lasting effects on the team's success for years to come. Whether it's Beebe stepping in as the new guard, Guyton becoming a fixture at tackle, or Hoffman taking over at center, one thing is certain: Dallas is being proactive in building a strong, deep, and versatile offensive line. They have the talent, but will they make the right calls in 2025? What do you think? Should Beebe move back to guard and replace Zack Martin? Is Tyler Guyton the long-term solution at tackle? And who will ultimately be the starting center? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future updates on the Cowboys and the NFL. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.